Butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on 20 players that's on the come up in week 11, guys. Yes, so starting with week 11, I got some guys that I feel like are trending now that you should be looking. If this is your last week for your trade deadline, you can make trades for these guys. If these guys is on your waiver, you can go pick them up. For whatever reason, guys. So I'm going to give you 20 guys, and I'm going to give you 5 guys at each position. And I got a couple of bonus guys. So make sure you watch the whole live. And if you have any questions or answers, starts and sits, whatever you may have, guys, I'm here for you. Remember, it's clutch time. That's why I'm going live. I'm going to try to go live all the time, guys. I'm going to kill the lives. I think that's going to be an opportunity for my channel to grow and also to help y'all, guys. So let me get to the comment section. Ethan, he says, Ethan Carey said Deontay Foreman or Brandon Cooks this week. Deontay Foreman or Brandon Cooks. I'm going with Deontay Foreman. And Brett asks, what's good, Brett? What's good, Brett? And Shaw, what's up, bro? He said, what up, bro? The advice you and Richie and the guys giving paying off, bro. Let's keep it up, going, bro. Respect, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, guys. With no further ado, let's get going. I'm gonna start with the quarterbacks, and I'm gonna try to get through this quickly so everybody can get the question answered as you come into the chat. So, the first quarterback that I feel like that's trending up, that's on the come up, is Kenny Pickett. Yes, guys, Kenny Pickett. And the reason why Kenny Pickett is on the come up, guys, is because, again, they got rid of Chase Claypool, they consolidated, and he's been starting. So he's getting better. Again, I told you the fantasy football seasons are broken down into quadrants. This is the quadrant for a lot of rookies and a lot of young players to start booming. You know, Justin Fields, he's actually been booming the last 3 weeks. So he started into what I would call the third quadrant, but going into the fourth quadrant. So, guys, you want to be picking up these type of players. Kenny Pickett is a very athletic quarterback. He might not look athletic, but the guy can move. He runs like a 4.6, 4.7. Can move, got a good arm, and he's accurate. So he's going to be hyper targeting some of these guys on this offense. This offense is going to be moving more efficiently. He got really good weapons. So go be picking up Kenny Pickett. If you stream the quarterback, I think Kenny Pickett is great to stream. Also, buy low on him in Dynasty. This can be a Dynasty video too. All right, next guys is Aaron Rodgers. Yes, Aaron MF Rodgers. And the reason why I'm telling you about Aaron Rodgers, guys, Christian Watson has opened it up, and now Aaron Rodgers actually having fantasy valuable points. Yeah, did he miss a lot of throws? Yes, Aaron Rodgers missed like 4 or 5 throws, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. We're trying to win fantasy championships. So with the volume creeping up, guys, him getting the ball out to guys like Christian Watson, Allen Lazard, Robert Tonyan, also Aaron Jones, and also A.J. Dillon at times, his offensive numbers is going to look better for fantasy. So this is a time for you to go get Aaron Rodgers. If you need to stream a quarterback or back up a guy or whatever you need, Aaron Rodgers can be that guy. Okay, let's move on to my third guy. The third guy is Deshaun Watson. He ain't even playing, guys, and he's trending up because he's getting ready to come back and play for week 13. So you can go get Deshaun Watson for on pennies right now. You don't have to, if you want to try to trade for him, but if you just want to pick him up off waivers, you got to go do it. Now, I know a lot of people, he shouldn't be on waivers as much as he was 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I'm still going to reiterate that. Guys, go pick up Deshaun Watson. He got to go get him. Now, listen, am I a little worried about the way he's going to look, his rustiness? Yes, I'm a little worried, but that doesn't scare me off of an opportunity. Again, this is an opportunity. So I'm not saying Deshaun Watson go get him and let all your other quarterbacks go. No, this is just a guy to have on your team. And if he start booming, he start pushing your other quarterback. Like if you got Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, you got to pick up Deshaun Watson because he can start pushing that quarterback and break into your starting lineup. You got 2 weeks to watch him before the fantasy football playoffs start. So don't go pick up Deshaun Watson if you probably not going to make the playoffs. You need to be picking up other players to get into the playoffs. But guys that all got 7, 8 wins, Deshaun Watson can be a phenomenal play for you. So moving on. Next guy is Tom Brady. He's trending. You can go pick up Tom Brady. The volume is picking up. He's on a bye week. He's Chris Godwin hopefully is getting a little bit better each week. Mike Evans is still Mike Evans. And then also, you got Rachaad White, the young running back, which Leonard Fournette is a little hurt right now, but he's coming back too. So he still has his weapons. So, guys, go pick up Tom Brady. He's passing the ball more times than any quarterback in the league right now. He's passing the ball like 45, 50 times. 45, 50, 45, 30, 45, 50. So he's doing it. He's passing the ball a lot of value. So go pick up Tom Brady. All right, guys, last quarterback is Zach Wilson, guys. Go pick up Zach Wilson. And the reason why I'm saying that you need to go pick up Zach Wilson, guys, remember, this is like a super flex. If you're like, man, I'm in a super flex league. Well, listen, Zach Wilson, if he has a boom game, he will not be on the waiver wire. I don't mean like boom game. Like if he give you 20 points this week, because he did a decent last week before the bye. So if he gives you 20 points, he's not going to be on the waiver. So you can go ahead and pick him up now in case Zach Wilson looks really good, and you can have a super flex quarterback. Single quarterback leagues, you're probably not going to play Zach Wilson. But like Superflex, this is just a Superflex ad or a dynasty pickup. You go get Zach Wilson before he plays another decent game. Okay. Okay, guys. Let me get through some of the questions in the chat. Brett S. says, grade Mike Evans, Jamal Williams, and Sutton for Diggs. I have Amon-Ra and Amari Cooper as my other wide receiver in a 3 wide receiver league. Okay, he says grade Mike Evans, Jamal Williams, and Sutton for Diggs. Mike Evans, Jamal Williams, and Sutton. Yes, if you deep, he says I have Amon-Ra, okay. Amari Cooper, okay, as your wide receivers, as my other wide receivers. Amon-Ra, Amari Cooper, and Diggs. Yes, so hopefully you don't need another running back since you get rid of Jamal Williams. So I'm gonna say in a vacuum, trusting that you are deep at those positions. Yes, I would go and make that move to get Diggs. Diggs is an alpha wide receiver. So yes, I would make that move, bro. And 619 Bengals fan says, what up, man? Hey, I got Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, or DP Jones or Michael Carter for flex. Who should I start out of those four this week? 4 PPR. Darius Slayton, DP Jones, or Michael Carter. I'm going with Paris Campbell. So I'm going to rank these guys. And that way, if you wanted to go a pivot a different way, I like Paris Campbell, Michael Carter, Darius Slayton, and DP Jones. Those are the four guys. So Paris Campbell first, then Michael Carter second. Those are my top two. Mr. Anderson, this is what up, bro? Appreciate it. What's going on with you? Mr. Anderson, smash the like button. Let's help TD out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, bro. And Mr. Anderson says, can we trust Keenan Allen, Keenan, Mooney, or Gabe? I'm playing against Mahomes and Kelce. Need that boom. Can we trust Keenan Allen? Bro, if he's playing, that's all you can do. If you trust it. If I got like other weapons that I've been playing all season, I would probably go to them if I trust them or if they elite. But Keenan Allen, if you play him, you play him. I mean, he's an alpha wide receiver that's coming off an injury. So I'm not going to sit another alpha wide receiver that's been playing all year for Keenan Allen. But if I got weak guys like Mooney, I'll probably play Keenan Allen over Mooney or something like that. But he says, can we trust Keenan Allen? He says, Keenan, Mooney, or Gabe. I'm playing against Mahomes and Kelce. Need that boom. I would probably play Gabe Davis. So I'm going to rank these three guys. Gabe Davis, Keenan Allen, and Darnell Mooney. And Life is Sports Talk with Jake. Life is Sports Talk with Jake. What's good, bro? He said, Watson, boom, let's go. Hey, would you start Palmer or Tony or Curtis Samuel? Tony all day, bro. Tony all day. All right, guys, let me give you my 5 running backs that I like. So that I think is on the come up starting in week 11. Antonio Gibson. I've been talking about him lately for the last, 5 or 6 weeks, about telling people to go buy low on him. Antonio Gibson has arrived, guys. He's playing against Houston this week. That's not even including his playoff schedule, which is really good. So I love Antonio Gibson going forward, especially with J.D. McKissic being out. He's going to have PPR points. And if you have punt return and kick return yards or touchdowns, Antonio Gibson is the kick returner on this team. So that's going to help you out a lot too. All right, moving on. Next guy is DeAndre Swift. Now, listen, have he had the game that I wanted him to have lately? No. But I know he's getting healthy, and I see his value picking up as the weeks go on. So in your fantasy playoffs, guys, DeAndre Swift could be a league-winning player. You know how explosive he is. With the touches per touch, he's the most explosive player in the league. Like over Jamar Chase and Tyreek Hill. Like he had like games where he had 10 carries, but 2 touchdowns, 1 for 70. Like this guy is very, very explosive. One of the most explosive running backs in the league. So DeAndre Swift, be buying low on him. If this is your last trade deadline week, then you can go in and try to get this guy. Or if not, guys, if you have him, you stash him. Don't drop him. You got something nice coming up for you in your fantasy playoffs. All right, moving on. My third guy is Michael Carter. Yes, guys, Michael Carter. And the reason why I'm high on Michael Carter, guys, is because Breach Hall is out and Zach Wilson actually is getting better checking the ball down. Did you see Tyler Conklin having 12 targets a couple weeks? Yes, with Zach Wilson being a starter, Tyler Conklin has had 12 targets. Never in the past have you seen Zach Wilson type of targeting his tight end or his running backs. So I believe that's going to trickle down on Michael Carter to help Zach Wilson, not just throw it deep to Garrett Wilson every time. So Michael Carter probably going to have 8 targets in the pass game, and he's going to get goal line opportunities. So I like Michael Carter going forward, guys. I think this is a guy that you need to have on your team because I think he's trending. All right, 2 more guys. Next one is Isaiah Pacheco. Yes, guys, Isaiah Pacheco. And they finally took him off kick return. So that's telling you that he's upticking every week. Clyde is going down every week. So Isaiah Pacheco, who knows? This could be his boom week, or Andy could get cute again and put CEH in for goal line carries. But I think you still have to take the opportunity to try to pick up Isaiah Pacheco because this could be a league-winning player. Like he can start if Kansas City and you're a running back and you start hitting, just like Kareem Hunt was. He was a killer player. So this was what Isaiah Pacheco. You got to get ready to take this opportunity. I'm not saying Isaiah Pacheco is talented like Kareem Hunt, but the opportunities like Kareem Hunt, I'm still taking any running back that's getting a lot of opportunities on the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Last but not least is Cordell Patterson. Yes, guys, Cordell Patterson. And listen, Atlanta is probably the most run-heavy team, ball control offense in the league. So long as Cordell Patterson is healthy, he's getting all those goal line opportunities. They're not going to put Tyler Algier or Caleb Huntley in there or Williams in there to get a goal line carry over Cordell Patterson. It ain't happening. Cordell Patterson getting all of that. So, guys, I love Cordell Patterson, especially with people sleeping on him and stuff like that because he's older. This guy's very talented. So I like Cordell Patterson. So let me get to the comment section. Got a couple comments in here. CHB, he says, not a bad night starting the Packers, stirring the Packers receivers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree. And Jake says, how about People Jones or Tony, bro? I'm going Tony over People Jones. Tony all day, bro. All right. So, guys, let's move on to the wide receivers. So the first wide receivers, guys, that I feel like is trending up starting from week 11 or is on the come up is Rondale Moore. Yes, Rondale Moore, guys. Listen. So with Zach Ertz being hurt, Rondale Moore, I think is going to even be more manufactured targets for him. With Colt McCoy, even better. So it doesn't matter if Kyler Murray starts or Colt McCoy. Rondale Moore is going to have 10-plus targets each game going forward to help take out pressure off D-Hop and James Conner and Kyler Murray or whatever, guys. So, yes, I love Rondale Moore. I think he's trending up. Go get this guy. If you got him, you got something. Hold on to him. I think you're going to enjoy him in the playoffs. Next is George Pickens. This is why I like Kenny Pickett. George Pickens, guys, is a very talented wide receiver. He's not super fast, but he's very, very talented. He reminds me of a D-Hop. So he's a young D-Hop, if you ask me. Great catch radius, great athlete, jump ball wide receiver, great route runner. So George Pickens, guys, go get him. You should have him on your team. You should not be on your waivers. Or if you can buy low on him and make a trade for him, you go do it. Dynasty or redraft. We get ready for the fantasy playoffs. Next is Paris Campbell. I know a lot of you been asking me, who should I play? Guys, Paris Campbell, every time Matt Ryan has played with him for the last 3 games with Matt Ryan, he's had over 10 targets. So I'm not going to sit there and say this not going to happen again. Even with Michael Pittman, I think Paris Campbell is the second wide receiver. Now, Alec Pierce do come in here and there, but he's a downfield receiver. He's not a hyper target guy. Paris Campbell is the most hyper targets guy on this team because of the way he gets open in short routes. Where Michael Pittman is a kind of a guy that's like, I'm a yak guy, throw me the ball and I'm going to break tackles, which is fine. But Paris Campbell is the high value target guy. So I love Paris Campbell. And he could be on your waiver wire or you can buy him real, real low, guys. So I think this is a great opportunity to get Paris Campbell. All right, moving on. And this is a guy, guys, you probably can't get him, but I got to mention him. It's my boy, Christian Watson. I've been on him since the summer before he even got drafted. So that's pure scout eyes that I had. Guys, and you know, I seen him drop balls, but it didn't matter. I know if you 6'4", you run a 4'3", 4'2", you can jump out the gym. I know what you can do with that. I know how that affects the defensive coordinator for him drawing out his game plan. So that's why I love Christian Watson, guys. And I'm trying to teach y'all how to look for the sauce. Speed, it ain't just any type of speed, guys. There's certain things. But if a guy got speed, that's going to help the whole offense out. It also makes him very attractable prospect because speed is what kills now when you can't put your hands on guys. You back in the day, you could put your hands on these fast guys and they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage for 10 yards. But now it's only 5 yards. So these guys, after 5 yards, they're going to run by you most of the time. All right, guys, so let's move on. I got one more guy, and I got a bonus guy for you for the wide receiver take. So next is Terrence Marshall. Baker Mayfield, they sit P.J. Walker because of an ankle injury or whatever. It might be a lie, but he's not starting. So Baker Mayfield got great chemistry with Terrence Marshall, not with DJ Moore. So if you see Baker Mayfield starting, I think you rolled out Terrence Marshall for a great matchup. I love Terrence Marshall this week. All right, guys. Last but not least is Nico Collins. I think that Davis Mills knows that this is going to be his wide receiver. Going in the future. So he's going to hyper target him. Brandon Cooks kind of like they know he want to leave, so he might get a few targets, but 10 targets is going to go to Nico Collins. I love Nico Collins going forward, guys. Okay. So let me get to the chat. He says, my bad for the typo. No, you good, bro. You good. And Jack Bowles, he says, what's up, bro? He says, Johnson or Pickens this week. Pickens all day, bro. Pickens all day. And Rick Chick says, Garrett Wilson or Nico Collins in the flex. Bro, I'm going to get cutting edge here. I'm going Nico Collins over Garrett Wilson. But it's close. It's close. Garrett Wilson going to get off, but I'd rather go with Nico Collins. All right, so let's go to the tight ends, and we'll be done, guys. So the first tight end that I think is trending, that's on the come up, is Pat Freiermuth. Yes, guys, I said it, Pat Freiermuth. And listen, Pat Freiermuth, guys, he was the #1 tight end coming out of high school. Him and Kyle Pitts came out at the same time. And he was ranked #1 because he was more balanced. But Kyle Pitts, with his athletic ability and the receiving skills, passed him. But Pat Freiermuth is still a great wide receiver, or I'll say pass-catching tight end. So, guys, he's been getting hyper target. If you look at his targets, he might be like #3 in targets as a tight end. So I love Pat Freiermuth, guys. Go get this guy if he's out there. This is a guy that you can have on your team. This can push your tight end, and you can stream him or whatever you need. But I love Pat Freiermuth. Moving on. Next is Greg Dulcich. I've been on him for like the last 4 weeks. And he had a bad game the last week. I think that was on Russ. I'm still going to roll him out there. It is what, because it's tight end. So I like Greg Dulcich. Next is Cole Kmet. Yes, guys. And it's all about that you can't stop a running quarterback and guard his tight end. I've told y'all that. That's the relationship. Remember, I said it here play first. Now, coaches will tell you they've been on that. I'm not telling you nothing that the coaches don't know. But for as fantasy content creators that, this is new fantasy content, they don't give you that relationship. So I'm not telling you Cole Kmet is some dump ball, can catch it with one hand, run you over like George Kittle, runs a 4.3. No. He's a good, solid 4.5, 4.6 tight end that's tall, that runs decent routes. But he got Justin Fields that's a running quarterback as his quarterback. So that's going to open him up. That's what happened with Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews was okay there with Joe Flacco. But once Joe Flacco went down and Lamar went out, Mark Andrews did that because the linebacker cannot guard a tight end and handle his responsibility from a running quarterback that's trying to come out the back door and take it sadly. So that's going to leave one-on-one with Cole Kmet, guys, almost 99% of the time, and it's going to be easy for him to get open. So that's what the relationship with Cole Kmet is and why I like him. So go get this guy. He's a trending player. If you got him on your team, great job. If you can buy low on him, go do it now. All right, 2 more guys. The next is Tyler Conklin. Now listen, if you look at Tyler Conklin, he's had games where he's been hyper-targeted, and it finally happened with Zach Wilson. It happened with Joe Flacco early, but you've seen a couple game trends where Zach Wilson has hyper-targeted Tyler Conklin. So, guys, Tyler Conklin, I think he could be a top 12 easily tight end going forward, which he has been a couple of weeks. So go get Tyler Conklin. You're going to love the targets. I love when it comes to tight ends with how volatility it is. I love targets. It makes me feel good streaming a tight end if it ain't an alpha guy. All right, and last but not least, guys, is Isaiah Likely. Now, listen, I know Mark Andrews is just a little nicked up, and he might not play this week, or he could, but it doesn't matter. With Rashad Bateman going down for Lamar, they need another kind of weapon, alpha weapon. I'm not saying he's a wide receiver, but he's like a wide receiver. So I think Isaiah Likely, guys, will be a great weapon for them because they don't have enough guys that can separate. They only got Mark Andrews, and who else can separate? And Isaiah Likely. Those are the 2 guys. With Bateman out, Prochet is okay. Duvernay is a gadget guy. They don't got anybody that can beat you at the top of the route. but Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely can. So I trust Isaiah Likely, even if Mark Andrews is fully healthy. They still gonna need Isaiah Likely. Remember, I said it here. I don't care nothing about no Mark Andrews when it comes to Likely. Bateman is out. They need a weapon. Isaiah Likely has great hands. He's a decent route runner and he's getting better. So I love Isaiah Likely. All right, guys. So let me get to the rest of these comments. And then I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If we don't have that much people in the comment section. Josh, he says, I have Hawk starting as a tight end with Hurts on my bench. Are you comfortable with these two going into your playoffs? Yeah, man, it's tight ends. Your tight ends don't really matter. And if you can upgrade them, you do it. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Just get the best guy from week to week. So yes, I'm okay with having Hawk and Hurts. They very good. They very good, bro. I wouldn't worry about them guys. Now, if you can upgrade them, you can get like Kyle Pitts or somebody just to see what he's gonna do on your bench. Don't trade nobody for him. Just maybe if you could give up Hockenson or something for him, maybe that. But you ain't got to. That's just my opinion. You don't have to do that. And he says, also moving forward, when everyone is healthy, what 3 wide receivers are you starting for the rest of the year? Tyreek, Lazard, Hollywood, Tony, and Odell. Tyreek, Tony, and Lazard. Those are the guys that I'm starting. Those are the 3 guys. Yep. So, guys, I'm going to read out the list. And if nobody don't come in here, guys, we're going to get out of here. But let me read out the list real quick. And I appreciate everybody tuning into this live. It might be at a bad time, but I know I had to come home and do this video. I got off work a little bit early. Kenny Pickett. These are the quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Tom Brady, Zach Wilson. 5 quarterbacks that's on the come up. Here's 5 running backs that's on the come up. Antonio Gibson, DeAndre Swift, Michael Carter, Isaiah Pacheco, and Cordell Patterson. Those are the 5 running backs that are on the come up. All right, let's get to the wide receivers. I got a bonus guy for you with this one. And again, I said it earlier. But starting off, Rondale Moore, George Pickens, Paris Campbell, Christian Watson, Terrence Marshall, and Nico Collins. Yes, guys, those are 6 guys that I think are wide receivers that's on the come up. Week 11. All right, and tight ends, last but not least. Pat Freiermuth, Greg Dulcich, Cole Kmet, Tyler Conklin, and Isaiah Likely. Okay, so let me see. And Josh Cone said, appreciate you, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime, guys. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will be going live tomorrow. And I will be trying to drop some videos off in between that, guys. So, y'all be safe. Peace.